Good day, students. My name is Oyebamiji Victor, the chemistry teacher. Welcome back to Division Online Teaching. Today's topic is on chemical reaction. And we are talking about chemical reaction. Chemical reaction is a chemical change produced by two or more substances acting on each other. And if we are talking about a substance can either be element like hydrogen, helium, lithium, or it can either be a compound like HCl, which is hydrochloric acid, either of the two. Now, what this chemical reaction is all about is what is the combination between two or more elements or two or more compound to either form a what is a bigger compound, or the reaction between two or more elements to form a compound. Like for instance, if you have iron, which is an element, iron in solid state, reacting with sulfur in solid state, it will give the product of iron sulfide in solid state. That is, the reaction between the iron with the sulfur will give the product of iron sulfide. Now, the substance which undergo the chemical change are known as the reactants. Like for instance, when the iron is reacting with the sulfur here, the reaction between the element and the sulfur is what we refer to as the reactant. That is the reaction between iron and sulfur. So that is why we always refer space to be our reactant. Also, they said why the new substance formed are called the product. Like for instance, just like I said the other time, that whenever the iron reacts with the sulfur, it's going to give rise to a new product. Now, the product which is formed here is our compound, which is new substance that is being formed as a result of combination between the iron and the sulfur. Don't forget, when iron reacts with sulfur, it's going to give the product of iron sulfide, which is our compound. I know if you are talking about compound is when two or more elements are chemically combined together. Like for instance, this iron sulfide here is the combination of two elements. Like we have iron and we also have sulfur. That makes it a compound. Now, also, chemical change can be good in the following way. We have the combination, we have the decomposition, we have the double decomposition, we have the catalytic reaction, we have the reversible reaction, we also have the thermal decomposition, and we also have oxidation and reduction. Now, let's pick the first one, which is the combination. If you are talking about the combination is when two or more substances combine to form one single compound. Like for instance, we have element plus element. The reaction between two elements will give us what refers to as compound. It will give us the product of compound. Like for instance, just like I explained the other time, if you have elements like iron in solid state, you also have sulfur in solid state. By the time these two elements combine together, they are going to give they will give a single compound. Or you can also say reaction between two compounds will give us a bigger compound. Like for instance, we have lead 2 oxide here. I know if you are talking about lead 2 oxide, you know lead 2 oxide is also a compound, combination of two elements like lead and oxygen. So lead 2 oxide, reaction of lead 2 oxide with sulfur 4 oxide will give us the compound of lead tetraoxosulfate 6. That is compound of this that is our product here. I said compound plus compound will give us bigger compound. Like for instance, we have lead 2 oxide, and lead 2 oxide here is a compound that is combination of two elements. Like we have the lead and we also have the oxygen reacting with sulfur 4 oxide, which is combination of two elements also. You know, we have sulfur, we also have oxygen. That makes it a compound. Now, reaction between lead oxide with sulfur 4 oxide will give the product of lead tetraoxosulfate 6 in solid state. Apart from the combination of elements, we also have the combination of compound. Like compound plus compound will give the product of bigger compound.
Let me see.